Happy Thursday. And welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils. Sean Anthony Totri. He is Shane Diefenbach.
Yeah.
What was that?
SpongeBob meme. Yeah, I am.
Oh, the caveman meme?
SpongeBob.
Caveman SpongeBob. Is he committing?
Oh, no, he's in the portal.
Oh, God.
No, but not the transfer portal, the physical portal.
The physical. Wow.
Yeah, because you know how they went back in time in that episode?
Yeah.
He's in the physical portal.
Okay.
Yoy! Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Yoy.
How you doing today,
I'm good.
Shane?
I feel like a pirate.
You feel like a pirate?
Arr.
Did you see Johnny Depp's teeth are rotting?
From...
I don't know what they're rotting from.
Candy?
It's just, maybe court. Like you go to court so many times that your teeth start to rot. Maybe that's, that's what I'm hearing. That's what the streets are telling me. But the streets are also telling me that Coach Samp, Coach Bryan Carrington, they're doing big things.
Yeah.
They're doing things that...
Michaela retweets us and then realizes, shit, I'm not on the main account.
She retweets us.
Unretweets us.
From her personal account?
Yeah, and then unretweets us from her personal account.
It's truly tragic. Truly tragic. But yeah, if you didn't know, Rashaad Samples, Bryan Carrington, they got themselves another cornerback commit yesterday. You brought it up a little bit at the tail end of the shows. Before that, I think he had actually announced his commitment to Arizona State. I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Okay?
Okay.
Tony-Louis Nkuba.
Yeah, it just depends if the N is
silent
or not.
If it's not silent, what is
it? It's just Nkuba.
Nkuba?
Yeah. Is it Daniel Ngata or Daniel Gata?
Got him. No.
Daniel gone to the Pacific Northwest.
We'll get into everything as it relates to the Texas Pipeline, Rashaad Samples, and Bryan Carrington. But before we do that, let's talk about this 4-star commit that they got. This is the third commit now that they've gotten from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that we haven't really seen from Arizona State coaches in the past. In terms of getting guys from Texas.
It's been so long, getting a pipeline. It's been so long. They have the closest thing I can think of is obviously not in state. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of guys from California with Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Class. That was a huge. And that's and Aguano's Hawaii sometimes, but that's not a pipeline. This is a pipeline.
Yeah.
They are
consistently.
Consistently. They are on the Texas Roadhouse, going to Texas, getting their sweet biscuits. Man, them things slap. I want a Texas Roadhouse biscuit right now.
Biscuit. Yeah.
Biscuit.
So they've the Texas commits that they've gotten so far. Tony-Louis Nkuba, Zechariah Sample. No relation to Rashaad Samples.
No, but does know him. Is he the one that played at where his dad coaches?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
That was the running back that hasn't committed anywhere yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no. He hasn't. He didn't play there. Yeah. And then the third one, wide receiver Elijah Besa, who is another Texas commit. Again, you brought it up. We saw years ago, really the Jaden Daniels era is when ASU and that whole coaching staff was able to get, I don't want to say somewhat of a pipeline, but they were getting players every now and again from California. But this is, without even a full year of work, BC and Samp getting players left and right from Texas. Again, you had brought up the fact that his dad coaches at a prominent high school there. That is hopefully going to bring in some guys. Obviously, a guy like Colin Simmons, he is, the number one edge guy. Did I fuck up his name again?
No, you said it right.
Let's go.
I was just laughing because he's really good at football.
He's really good at football.
That'd be really fun.
And we're really hoping that he comes to Arizona State at some point. But he's a top edge guy in Texas, one of the top players in Texas, as well, a 5-star guy.
Number one edge in the country.
And after he came to ASU, man, he visited here. He had a lot of good things to say on Twitter. So we'll obviously see how that tracks as the year goes on and as his season moves forward. But I just want to take a look at Rashaad Samples and Bryan Carrington's body of work in the transfer portal too, right? Because the transfer portal over the last couple of seasons has been a pretty big deal. However, it hasn't felt too much like Arizona State has been a player in the transfer portal prior to this past offseason, right? Just taking a look at some of the guys that they've been able to get. Shamari Simons, who is Simmons. God, dude, Simmons. The name Simmons and Simons, I don't know what it is.
It's crazy.
It is crazy that I screw it up every single time. We saw him in the spring. He is arguably one of the best transfers that they have gotten in the transfer portal. This is a guy who, in my personal opinion, will start at defensive back this season.
Yeah, him and Rowe. And then you have his teammate, Demetrius Ford, who went to Austin P as well. Let's go P. The real chant they do.
Is it really?
It is a real chance.
That's crazy. Some of the other guys they've gotten, 2 from Oklahoma now after defensive tackle Corey Roberson Jr. committed the other day. You've obviously got Clayton Smith. We saw what he was capable of in the spring. I know everybody's really excited to really see what he can do against some of these Pac-12 opponents because you see why he is and was listed at one point as a 5-star guy coming out of high school. It's because he's a unit of an edge guy.
He's a prototypical edge rusher, tall, not the strongest, but that he's a speed guy and just lanky and whoo baby.
I mean, look, 2 guys from Oklahoma, Drew Pine, who look, I know he probably won't end up starting at quarterback, but to get a former Notre Dame quarterback, right? Again, you don't get former Notre Dame guys coming to Arizona State. It just doesn't happen because usually they've got a long list of places that they could go. Drew Pine, he had his options open. He could have certainly gone anywhere else. Jaden Rashaad, that's the big one. Again, Arizona State doesn't get guys like this. They don't get a guy with arm talent like this. They don't get a guy that is a hot commodity set to commit after the whole Florida issue with NIL happened, right? Like Arizona State doesn't get guys like that.
No, and I mean, the craziest thing is people were the main hurdle to overcome that everyone was saying was the money, and the money didn't matter.
No,
it didn't matter. I mean, he's probably getting a bag, but
not nearly the bag
that the U would have given him, which was a contender as well. It was between ASU and the U.
Yeah,
the U. They wore chains over there on the football field.
They don't do that here.
No, I mean like the turnover.
No, I got you. I got you. And then Jordan Tyson, as of late, one of my favorite players in the transfer portal, one of my favorite players in all of the Pac-12 last season. Yeah. I loved watching Jordan Tyson play.
Just surprising.
He was, he went
to Colorado.
Look, my hatred for Colorado didn't stem until
your hatred for Colorado
planted his flag there. Jordan Tyson was there long before the flag was planted, the prime flag. Again, you don't see guys like this coming to Arizona State, and say what you will about Kenny's offense and Kenny Dillingham and the excitement around the program, but there needs to be some serious credit given to Rashaad Samples and Bryan Carrington because of what they did even before they got here. I had saw someone tweet that after Nkuba committed, was like BC and Samp were doing these types of things, specifically BC because obviously Samp was in the NFL, but BC has been doing this type of stuff for TCU for a minute now. Like he's been getting guys like this. Like TCU didn't just like all of a sudden get back to being a dominant football program.
A guy like BC.
No, not at all. Like BC, you saw like his relationship, I think, with the players too, right? When the NFL draft happened, because it is super easy for coaches to like or retweet something. It goes like they take that extra step by quote retweeting it or sending a response
or posting meme after meme after meme.
Yeah, like
dude, BC used a Pepe meme the other day. You know who Pepe is? The frog, Pepe the frog.
Yeah, I think I retweeted it.
Where'd it go?
He tweets a lot, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they should. I don't know where it went, but yeah, this guy, it's amazing. I'm gonna send it to
the little Pepe meme.
Yeah, the little Pepe meme. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Bryan Carrington's Twitter. It's amazing.
What do you think the additions of obviously the coaching staff is what it is, and I think it's going to be exciting to see how this season unfolds. Would you say that Samp and BC are the 2 biggest additions on KD's staff?
Aside from KD?
Aside from KD.
Yes. Yeah, because the X's and O's can be really good, but if you got players that aren't great, you can't run the X's and O's. Yeah. You can't tell the X's apart from the O. It doesn't you have to have good players to do it. Let me ask you this question, Toji. What do you think is the most improved position group from last year to this year?
From last season to this
just
season.
From a pure talent perspective going into the season, they might not have, the stats, but just who do you think gained the most talent in their room?
I'll give you one on offense and I'll give you one on defense. I think offense, it's wide receiver. I think it's a little bit of a cop-out answer because they had talent last year, but just from what I've seen from an Xavier Guillory, Andre Johnson growing, and then again, I brought it up in terms of the transfer portal. You get a guy like Jordan Tyson, who I think if he comes back healthy is going to be a key piece to this offense.
If you were allowed to have 8 receivers on the field at the same time,
they might.
No, if you were allowed to, like if you were physically allowed to line up 8 guys,
line Jordan Tyson up at center.
You are not allowed to do that because they are ineligible. If you were able to,
he could line up at center,
but he wouldn't Okay. If you were able to have 8 guys eligible to catch a pass downfield,
Okay, there you go.
ASU would win the national championship.
They might.
Like, if that was the rule of football, if you were able to do that.
Troy O'Meara.
Yeah, there's
like,
just so many names.
You get Gio back. Yeah, like the wide receiver room is ridiculous when it comes to depth. And I think the really, really cool part about it is you are going to be able to keep these guys fresh, right? Last year.
Which is what you need in a daily offense.
Yeah, last year it was like, let's be real. Gio had a phenomenal season. Charles Hall, I think there was a lot to be desired, and that's not necessarily on him. That's more on like the play calling last year. But it was pretty much Elijah Badger, and then at a certain point when Jalen got going, it was Jalen Conyers, right? It was those two. This year, you literally have an offense that can beat you with 1,005 different guys.
Can we do something reoccurring? Let's do a mental exercise.
Okay.
Let's do a Shane mental exercise.
Shane mental exercise.
We'll do this once a week.
Once a week.
Every single
Thursday
Thursday at 2:16 p.m.
Okay.
Shane's mental exercise. This is probably a one-time segment.
Okay.
Just close your eyes.
Okay, I'm closing.
Take one deep breath. Well, first, inhale through your nose.
Oh, wait. Oh, I started.
Okay. Hold. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Now imagine Xavier Guillory out wide to the left. Split back. Or no, one back.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Okay.
Now imagine Elijah Badger, other split wide. And imagine Jordan Tyson in the slot. Now, Badger and Guillory are running just a straight go route. And they're doing the and then they go.
Phenomenal.
The fans saw that. You didn't.
No, I felt it, though.
Yeah, it was really good. And Jordan Tyson's just kind of doing a little jog and then
he's also running a go.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
He's running a drag.
Oh.
Both safeties cleared out over top. Jordan Tyson catches the ball, beats his guy because they're playing man. Why are you putting a middle linebacker on Jordan Tyson?
Yeah,
Pac-12 defenses.
You're going to lose.
Stop that.
Sorry, Eric Gentry. Sorry in this particular.
Jordan Tyson catches the ball and looks upfield, 20 yards of green.
Oh, my God.
And scene.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you feel better? Yeah. Zen.
It's bringing tears to my eyes almost.
Zen.
Wow. Where's Jalen in there? Is Jalen Conyers anywhere on the field there?
You know what he's doing? He would agree. He would enjoy this. He'd be on the sidelines going, yeah!
Is he doing the Nesta where he's squirting the water bottle?
No, he's just on the sidelines going, I love my team. I'm Jalen Conyers. That's how he talks.
Why does he talk like a toy from the 90s?
He talks like a Pokemon. Jalen.
Oh my gosh.
Conyers.
Who would you say, or what would you say is the most improved?
DB room.
Yeah.
Holy good hell. That DB room is stizacked.
Stizacked?
You bring back your number one corner in Roe Torrance. Number one outside corner, I guess.
Not just, okay.
It just depends on what you consider Jordan Clark. Is he at nickel? Is he at corner?
He's your Swiss Army
He's
knife.
Nickel corner. I don't know where he's going to play. But you have 3 guys that I would like to have on the field as much as possible. In Simmons, Clark, and Roe Torrance. Last year, I think you had 2 guys. Sometimes. Because Roe was good, not great. He had really good stats, but he wasn't great because of the defensive scheme they were running too. They were just like, hey, you're a tall guy, but you just got to kind of...
God, I hated watching Donnie Henderson's defense.
You just got to hold your own.
Made me so mad.
Oh, they're gonna double move you to death because the pass rush can't get home.
And we're just going to play a soft zone the whole game and get beat.
You have those 3 guys, and then you have a flurry of other guys that can come in and out, and your secondary or your safeties are much improved, I will say.
Yeah. No, look, I would say on both sides, right? Wide receiver room and DB room, because that was going to be my answer for the defense most improved, is last year there were stars, right? Elijah Badger and Jalen Conyers were your stars on offense. Defensively, Jordan Clark, Roe Torrance were your stars in the secondary. But that was it, right? It wasn't like, or they weren't even stars. They're planets, okay? Let's. It's not astrology. What is the word I'm looking for?
That's astrology.
Is it astrology?
Yeah.
I thought astrology was the signs and shit.
No, that's
No, astronomy.
Astronomy.
Yeah,
that
astrology.
Is astrology.
There we go.
Science. You do learn something new on the show. Sometimes what you learn is just that we're dumb.
Yeah, or it's just I haven't talked about astronomy in a while. But let's talk about it. Those were your planets.
Geology, geography.
Those were your planets. Your Elijah Badger, your Jalen Conyers, but there were no stars. anywhere in the sky. It was just those planets.
Oh,
this
no.
year,
That's scary.
Yeah, it's crazy. This year, we've got planets, we've got moons, we've got stars, we've got all sorts of shit. You got a whole-on fucking galaxy now.
Comets?
Let's wait till like week 5. I'll let you know if there's.
Is that a
comets.
good or a bad thing?
I'll let you know week 5.
Asteroid belt.
Oh shit.
That's the defense. That is a hard nickname.
The asteroid belt.
The asteroid belt.
It's just a long name. It's just a really long.
No.
Yes.
The no-fly zone.
The Sun Devil asteroid belt.
No, it's not the Sun Devil asteroid
It's
belt.
just the asteroid
yeah,
belt.
it's like the no-fly zone. The Legion of Boom. The asteroid belt.
Okay, wait. How many syllables?
The Legion of Boom.
Okay, 5.
The asteroid belt.
5. Wow, no, you're right. Put it on a shirt.
Stick it.
Okay. Look, I think, you, from a fan's perspective, you are going to really see the transfer portal guys and even some of the younger guys that came in this season really be heavy contributors, which is, again, something that you didn't really see from Arizona State for a while, right? I feel like there were guys like a Connor Soley who people were eventually waiting to start and turn into the next linebacker. That obviously didn't happen in this defense. You were looking for guys like a Charles Hall on offense, or even a Daniel Ngata, who showed flashes, but at the end of the day, they didn't get the touches. And that is simply because that was the system, that was a rotation. Like it wasn't great.
This defensive back room is
disgusting.
I forgot about the freshman we haven't seen yet. I forgot about Sean Russ, who can play safety.
Yeah,
6'2",
Montana Warren out there.
Montana Warren. Well, we saw. No, we didn't. Yeah, we saw
Keith Abney Jr.
We saw a little bit of Keith. Or did we see a little bit?
We saw Montana.
Yeah. And then I forgot about a guy like Ed Woods, who's still here.
Yeah.
And then coming a guy like
who had a good
Lawson.
spring.
Yeah, who had a very good spring.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I think
who's coaching that unit?
Ryan Ward. Or you're talking specifically DBs? Your boy, BC.
Mine.
BC, our boy.
Our
guy. The big asteroid on the asteroid belt?
No, he's he'd be the astronaut.
Oh, is he the astronaut? There's more than one. Though. Yeah, but he's a dangerous guy. No? You don't think so?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
His
Guys,
defense is going to be dangerous.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. I'm excited for it. Look, we were talking about the moon. We were talking about planets. We were talking about stars.
Moon cheese?
We went over this. Don't get me started on moon cheese.
Well, no, we were in agreement. The moon is made of cheese.
It's a pizza. We went over this.
No,
yes, it is. It is absolutely pizza. Like I said, don't get me started. You know when pizza tastes so good?
When you're high off your ass?
On OG's, baby. There you go. Check out the different flavors. They got strawberries and cream. They've got mixed bags now. My personal favorite is the Aquaberry Sleep Edition, simply because I have trouble sleeping because I'm up all night. Literally, it's just a Wolverine meme holding the photo of BC and Samp of like, when's the next recruit coming? But the Aquaberry Sleep Edition gummies, they help me go to sleep.
That's a little weird.
It's okay. Everybody's got their thing, okay? That's my thing. It helps me sleep. I don't wake up groggy. I don't wake up in the middle of the night like melatonin or like some of these Pac-12 defensive coordinators do in the middle of the night when they realize they got to stop Jalen Conyers, Elijah Badger, etc. Guys, check them out. Find them at your local dispensary at ogsbrands.com, and you do got to be 21 plus to enjoy responsibly. You don't got to be 21 plus though to enjoy the Arizona State defense responsibly.
No, I would sleep like a baby if I had to guard Jalen Conyers the next day.
I would come to work sick.
I would sleep like a baby.
Why?
Because I would wake up crying every hour or so because I had to.
That's good.
I had to guard him. Perfect.
Jalen.
No, okay.
He's tall.
The BetMGM Sportsbook, a great place to enjoy great food, great brunch, great chilaquiles. Actually, I had them last time we were there on a Saturday, and you can come on weekends to enjoy their brunch for every single Cardinals home game. We're going to be out there. The BetMGM Sportsbook at State Farm Stadium going to be a great time. Also, they got a great app. When you sign up using that promo code, that bonus code, PHNX. PHNX. Use that bonus code. And there's a few different offers depending on where you live, but for our Arizona audience, you will get up to $100 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. Again, just make sure you use that bonus code, PHNX, and check out bonus code. Check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to me talk about the disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer 21 plus. Disclaimer 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay. Let's talk about the Pac-12 or the Pac-10, whatever you want to call it for a little bit.
The Conference of Champions.
Champions?
Okay.
They're doing something that nobody else has done yet.
No.
Other schools and other conferences will be doing it. I believe it was the Big 10 or the Big 12 that said they were also going to be following this suit. But let's go ahead and put up the tweet from Brett McMurphy, kind of giving us a little inside look as to what Pac-12 games are going to look like from now on. So the Pac-12 has approved in-game and pre-game football access initiatives to be implemented in Pac-12 broadcasts on ESPN, Fox Sports, and Pac-12 Network. Shane, tell the people what it includes.
Well, you're getting XFL style coverage. If you guys haven't watched the XFL, I don't blame you. The product's not great, but the access is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You get a lot of and I don't think they're going to be doing it live because that's what the XFL did. They had live mic'd up, like you could hear, and that's not what's going to happen. But you're going to get stuff in the pregame and halftime locker room access, which is awesome. You're going to get in-game head coach interviews, which again, not to the XFL level where they would interview a player right after they scored a touchdown, but you're going to get stuff like the NBA does in the playoffs when they interview coaches coming off the field, most likely. And you're also going to get mic'd up bites, which is so damn awesome. And this tweet actually got me a Kenny Dillingham follow. Finally, the elusive Kenny Dillingham follow.
Come on.
Because I tweeted, the Pac-12 is trying to improve viewership with more access. At Kenny Dillingham mic'd up is about to go so hard. So yeah.
Kenny Dillingham mic'd up is going to go crazy.
I want to get Kent mic'd up.
The baby?
Yeah, this is how ASU scores a touchdown. That's what happened.
That's what he does?
Yeah.
Oh, such a good baby. No, I didn't like that one. You get tickled on that one?
It just sounds like Toad.
Dude. What do you think about this? Like, this is obviously the Pac-12 taking a step in the direction of innovation, something that they have, as a conference, I felt like lacked for the last several years.
I have a strong feeling or a strong opinion on this because I really think it's weird in games, like high leverage situations, when Doc Rivers gets interviewed coming off the court or like going into the fourth quarter about adjustments he needs to make. I'm like they have to do it because it's in their contract with the team. Like they have to do it with the rights and everything. But I sometimes don't like it as long as it doesn't become such a distraction. Because I know you're probably in the same camp because when you think about the Colorado stuff, like as long as there's not cameras in the face of like I don't
19, 20, 21-year-olds.
Yeah, like all the time. And it's just, it's kind of hidden. Unless we get I feel like Nesta would have been awesome in the locker room for this. It could have been like a J.R. Smith thing where in the NBA Finals he's eating like a banana and not paying attention to it. Did you remember that?
No.
That was wild.
J.R. Smith had some funny stuff with Malone the other day. Yeah, it was awesome. Look, I am all for this depending on how it is used. Again, and coaches would tell you the same thing, right? You've got 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds out there. And some of them are not always ready to handle this type of spotlight. If you get a guy coming off the field for a touchdown, that's great. But what I don't want to see is this type of equipment and access be used for, let's say somebody throws a game-losing interception. Go talk to the guy that won. We don't need to talk to the guy that threw that interception, asking him how he feels, right? Because you have that access.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that I feel like should be used in this like specific scenario. But again, I just have to put that out there because I feel like you may at some point get a situation like that. You know what I mean?
Please don't do this. Also, what Joe says in the chat, nothing is more annoying than when a coach is on the screen giving an interview and you can't see the entire court or the audio isn't there because it's with the coach interview. I'm like,
absolutely.
And also, nothing is more annoying than somebody making a joke about, oh, how is he doing this interview right now? He's right there clearly coaching. Stop that. Stop it.
Just older people don't get it, man.
No, they do, and they're trying to be silly.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because they talk like that.
They do be silly.
They do be silly.
They
Older
do be
people
silly.
do be silly.
They do be silly.
Once you get past the age of 40, you start getting silly.
You start getting real silly.
I already have some gray hairs right here.
How many do you think?
I have like 15
15?
at least.
How many hairs do you think are on your head?
Ooh, that's a game we should play someday.
How would you win a game?
Leah could count my hair.
That
One
sounds
strand at a time.
awful. That sounds like it would take you an absurd amount of time.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
What do you just give me a ballpark?
How many hairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with shit. I have literally no clue.
What's the average hair?
I think Leah's looking it up right now. Okay, we'll get an answer on that in a second.
Our sources.
But it is this is cool because of access. Like
Okay.
it does. Do you have the answer?
Yes, it's 100,000 hairs.
100,000.
100,000 hairs.
Sounds like a ballad.
You think you have more or less?
I have more. I have some unbelievably thick and beautiful hair.
Thick and beautiful hair?
Go-
I love the part that you got.
You can
going.
run your fingers through my hair if you want. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
I know,
there,
right?
man.
I'm telling you.
God, that's a
Telling you.
5-star recruit.
I'm not
in and of
going bald
itself.
anytime soon.
That's awesome.
I might be gray before I'm 40, but I'm not going.
You'll be a silver fox.
Oh, I'm just gonna be a dog. I'm not gonna be a
Silver
fox.
dog?
Yeah. Roof. Yeah. Access is great. Access is great as long as it's not distracting.
We're looking at you, Dion.
And somebody was in my comments already talking about you have to stop on Pac-12 Network, and while it's not the most ideal place to be, it's not just on Pac-12 Network. It's any broadcast, not any broadcast, but ESPN, Pac-12,
Fox.
and Fox gets access to the Pac-12 games. More access than other stations will get. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Last thing on that. Say what you will about like what you think in terms of the Pac-12 giving this type of access or using this type of access with their teams. This is a step toward innovation and something that we have not seen the Pac-12 really experiment with. They've always, like from my personal opinion, whether it be football, basketball, whatever, has always felt like they've been behind the curve when it comes to NIL, the transfer portal, when it comes to the TV network in general. Like this, I will accept simply because it is a step toward let's try something new.
We also get the Joe Lombardi cam.
The Joe Lombardi cam
the camera in the booth.
Oh, okay.
After Justin Herbert
you scared the shit out of me, dude. What the fuck did I do to you
No,
today?
I'm
for
not.
that?
I'm just saying that's the only one I remember is Joe Lombardi throwing his. Really upset one
Fuck
time.
Joe Lombardi, man.
So yeah, and another thing that I didn't realize, the wired, the mic'd up is only going to be pregame. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Love
So,
that. Aaron Lee in the chat, ASU #1 in innovation. The awesome, oh my gosh. I don't even know. Thesaurus? Osiris?
Awesome,
Right.
Awesomosaurus. It's like
Yeah.
that's a dinosaur.
Oh, the Awesomosaurus. I got it. Jaden Daniels' mom was the best recruiter. Was she?
No comment.
Yeah, comment.
No comment.
Why not?
I'm not talking about a
You wanna
former
talk
player's mother.
Not
who I am.
She
That's
went
not
out
who-
of her way
that's-
to. What? No, you don't talk about it. Okay, let's talk about something even better. Let's talk about Burrito Express, guys. We tell you every single day.
Get it in your cup holder.
Burrito
William
Express.
Jasper.
Look me in the eyes. Not you. Burrito Express is the place to go if you are simply hungry. Okay? I don't care if you are vegetarian, vegan, if you're a pescatarian. Might change your mind. Go to Burrito Express. They got bean and cheese. That's vegetarian.
It's not vegan though.
Vegetarian.
It's not vegan though.
Yes.
You can get a bean burrito. Veggies.
They have veggies. Guys, they got something for everybody, and they got it everywhere, okay? They got locations literally all over the valley. Go check them out.
Pescatarian, you can eat there regardless.
Go check them out. And give them a follow on social, at Burrito EX.
Burrito Express. Get it in.
Get
there.
it all over.
No.
Why
Keep
not?
it contained. Don't spill it. Be safe with your burritos.
Num num.
We had a salsa incident.
We did.
Somebody didn't steal it.
It spilled.
Somebody spilled the salsa.
Max.
David
Rodish?
Simpson. Max David Simpson.
Max
Is
David
his
Simpson.
full name.
That is the whitest.
Another thing you shouldn't spill. You shouldn't spill gasoline. You should get it all in your car. Make sure.
Not like in your, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Get it in your gas canister. In the car.
Yeah. there you go.
Yeah.
Not in the
Also,
interior.
It's been a while. Don't sniff the gas.
Yeah.
Circle K.
Max isn't here, so we can say that today.
You can get iced coffee for just $1.89. 12 packs of beer for just $9.99. And right now you can text PHNX. Hey, get your phone out. Yeah, you. Yep. Talking to you. Get your phone out. Text PHNX to 31310 for a buy one, get one Polar Pop. They're so good. They stay colder longer. And if you go to Circle K, you might hear Leah tell you to go get a Polar Pop.
I did. I got gas yesterday, and Leah was on the thing again.
Someone was at Circle K yesterday, and they heard Leah's voice. So make sure you're not missing out on all this.
No,
great stuff.
Who was it?
Right, it was me.
Oh.
But she called me somebody today. Text PHNX to 31310 to join their SMS subscriber club and get a buy one get one free offer on a 32-ounce Polar
Well, that's
Pop.
gonna be like exciting, like Kyler Murray or like.
No,
Kyler doesn't get gas.
no,
That's fair.
he's got a gas man.
Who's his gas man?
I don't know.
Is it Hollywood?
No,
He strikes me as a gas man.
Do we have to talk about this?
We do. We got
I really don't
We
want
can talk for this a little bit. AZ Baseball. They got their final regular season series.
Why can't this be against somebody good? Now I feel like if they go 2 of 3, they're out of.
Yeah, if they lose, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So UCLA
You're right.
is 26-21-1. They are playing just as bad as ASU of late. They've lost 7 of their last 9 games. The reason why this all matters is because before this last month of atrocity, ASU baseball had pretty much solidified their place in the NCAA tournament. This was a team in ASU that was fighting for a top 15 ranking at some point and even atop the Pac-12, which is now all gone. They are now in the middle of the Pac-12. They lose this series. Good chance they fall below 6. And D1 Baseball has ASU as the 63rd team in the field of 64 for the NCAA tournament. If they want to keep that at-large bid, you got to win this series. You got to go at least get 2 wins here. Otherwise, you are certainly looking at a spot where the Pac-12 tournament becomes must-win territory.
If you get swept, you get jumped.
Yes.
Not physically. You get jumped by UCLA. Again, not physically in the standings. They go from 5 to 7. Win games. Win the baseball
And it starts today. Series starts today, goes through Saturday. You've got to win these games. And again, it's not just about the NCAA tournament. It is about building momentum for the Pac-12 tournament, right? Because obviously the NCAA tournament matters, but you can't look past your conference tournament. Its importance, what it does in terms of recruiting, if you're able to make it further in that tournament and win that tournament even outright, you've got to show that you are the ASU baseball team of a couple of months ago, not the team that's been playing at Muni and on the road as of the last 3-4 weeks. That's, I believe, a team that's lost 9 of their last 10 games in ASU. You can't do it. This is the same team that was one of only 5 in the Power 5 that had not lost a conference series. If you finish the season losing, 3 or 4 series in a row in conference?
4.
You are certainly, at that point, you've played yourself out of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, they literally will if they don't do anything in the Pac-12 tournament. Luckily, as I said last week or earlier this week, they have clinched a spot in the tournament.
And they're in the Pac-12 tournament.
Pac-12 tournament. Thank the Lord.
Can we agree that's dumb that you have to qualify for?
No, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, if you're a bottom 4 team, get better. Be better.
I think it's dumb that you should have to qualify for your own conference tournament that you are in.
Nope.
But that's just me. Do you have a series prediction for this?
For the series?
For this series?
I think they win the series 2-1. I don't think they sweep. I think they win 2-1. They have to. The star power has to be out. They just gotta have. They have to. Their bats have to return to normal.
Look,
I'm
gonna give you.
Be bad again.
I'm gonna give you 4 stats here. Okay. And if ASU is able to replicate this type of performance, then they will certainly sweep a bad UCLA team. Okay. Here's number 1. ASU has scored 5 or more runs in any inning on 12 different occasions this season and has scored 46 runs in the 8th inning of games. Okay. If you can have one of those innings that you've had 12 different times this season where you go for 5 or more runs,
The ASU baseball has a Warriors third quarter.
Yeah, that's what they do.
The eighth inning. That's elite.
If you are able to replicate that, then you not only win this series, I think you sweep if you're able to get a couple of innings like that. Number 2, ASU is 5-3 in one-run games this season. A notable tally as ASU went just 1-7 in one-score games last year, and the team is 16-8 in games decided by 3 runs or less. So if you're not going to blow them out, you have a good chance.
Or get blown out.
Or get blown out.
Don't get blown out.
Well, no, look, obviously if you get blown out, that is what it is, but keep it close if you're not going to blow them out. Don't get blown out, okay? Because at that point, we talked about the 8th inning. Usually ASU can have their Warriors third quarter.
Yeah, but usually what happens also is they just kind of collapse at the end of games, and that's why the
8th inning matters.
Yeah.
You ready for number 2? This is a big one. This is a real big one.
This is number 3.
Massive.
It's number 3.
It's number 3.
Okay, yes, I'm ready for number 3.
ASU's 78 home runs this season are already the 6th most since the 1998 season, and they're within 2 of climbing into 4th. Prediction time, they'll hit 4 home runs in the first 2 games of this series, and they're going to win games 1 and 2.
They're hitting 4 in the first game.
They're hitting 4 tonight?
Yep.
Okay, well, guess what? If there's one person that's going to hit 2 of those,
it's Luke
Keishel.
Luke Keishel.
And that's where Stat 4 comes in. He's one of just 12 players in the nation. Say it one more time for everybody in the back. The nation.
Why would you whisper that if you're talking to people in the back?
He's in the nation.
What?
Say it like that.
Top 12 in the nation!
With 20 doubles and 10 homers this season, and just the 8th ASU player to do so since 1990.
Who is he? Who is he the first player since in 1998? What was that 98 team? I'll look that up while you keep talking.
If you are able to, I'm talking to you now, ASU and Willie, if you're able to get any sort of offensive production like you did throughout most of the season, which is why these stats matter, then not only will you hang on to your spot.
Willie.
Was it Willie Bloomquist?
Willie was on
That
the
is
team.
awesome.
I want to see if that's the player he's doing it since, because that would be amazing.
He's just one of 12 players in the nation, and just the 8th player to do so since 1998. 20 doubles and 10 homers.
Gotcha.
Not Spencer Torkelson?
No, eighth player to do so since 98, but who was the first player in 98 to do that? 20 and 10, 20
doubles, 10 homers. No way it was Willie, right?
No, it wasn't Willie. Willie just hit a cool 414 that year.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, there were 2 guys. There was one guy with 22 doubles and how many home runs? 10?
10.
Yeah, he had 12. Andrew Bingbrink. Sorry
Wow.
for the pronunciation.
Wow. Okay. So you got him winning 2-1.
I do.
I will also take.
Let's get Willie to pinch hit, huh?
I'll take a 2-1. Nope. I'm going to take him 2-1 as well. Obviously, stay locked in on PHNX Sun Devils Twitter, because we are going to be tweeting updates from the game, hopefully some highlights, as long as there's some good ones, of course. But regardless, if you're watching ASU baseball, basketball, football, or any sports in general, guys, do it at Four Peaks 8th Street Pub. It's in Tempe. It's a vibe. They got some great food. They got some great drinks. A big wow wheat myself kind of guy. Maybe hazy IPA. What do you want these days, Mr. 100,000 hair man?
100,000 plus hair man.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm just hazing out.
You're hazing out?
Yeah, I got a boat day coming up.
Ooh, love boat days.
What's the best boat beer?
Boat beer?
Four Peaks.
Ooh, Kill Lifter maybe?
Desert Day Drinker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think it's the Wow.
Wow.
The Joy.
Wow.
The Joy Boat Wow.
Wow. The Owen
Wow,
Wilson,
wow,
wow.
wow.
They should do an Owen Wilson commercial with the wow.
No,
Wow. It's just him saying it the entire time. That'd be awesome.
it's not a good Owen Wilson.
Wow. Oh, you do it.
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Guys, we say wow every time we head to Four Peaks 8th Street Pub, and you will too. Check out Four Peaks Brew or Four Peaks Pub on social to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. Just a reminder, you do got to be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and please drink responsibly.
You got any engineers in the chat? You got any child engineers in the chat?
What?
Because on May 30th to July 31st, Mavericks and Octane
Holding
have
a child engineer convention?
summer engineer camp.
Wow.
Let's go. Partnered with Engineering for Kids. Got any engineers aged 7 through 15?
Got any
Because those are the
grapes?
ages. And you remember when they did surgery on a grape? That was an engineer.
Carry on.
Ages 7 through 15 get to do that. And then they also get free bowling all summer with Kids Bowl for free program. Children 15 and under. That includes you, engineers.
All the
are
15-year-olds.
eligible for 2 free games each day. So book some fun this spring. I forgot where I was. Book some fun this spring at Octane Raceway and Mavericks because you can get kart racing, virtual reality, laser tag, axe throwing, Howard, bowling, arcade, great food and drinks, tons of different events throughout the summer, as I stated before. Just check out octaneraceway.com and mavericks.com to learn some more. Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for
I
our
have one more
Thursday.
thing.
Okay. Let's hear it. What is that?
I just did a little dance.
I didn't like that. You made a little with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. We appreciate everybody tuning in. You can follow me at Anthony_Tocher. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. And we will be right back here on Friday for a Friday fun day. Brand new, hot or not. And so much
Brand
fun. So much fun. Yeah, brand new. What? You didn't like that?
Let's get the hell out of here.
It's so fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Peace.